At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
First down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here we go. Hey, Chad. Press, punch right. Got it.
Play action. It's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as they get this out past the 35-yard line. The Steelers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Room here to run. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You got a mini base. Why not? West right six. Say hi.
Now Fields. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand, back out, and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Maybe you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alphas, what? Hey, no.
Henry up the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Quick, ready?
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Henry running right. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They were held to a field goal on their 1st drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Hey.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now off the bootleg. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? The answer right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go, slide.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
Out of the gun, Fields. Finding Harris over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it that we got like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
Will indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll run again with Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Easy.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Fields now to throw. And it is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch in the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Fields.
And a completion to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Flush to his right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, well, the lineman on the other side has got it.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy. Right.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Extend. EQ.
Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll toss to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
They get this out quickly to the left side.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's fouled shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Catching a first down from Andrews in Baltimore, and all NFL fans are used to seeing those all game, every game from him. 2022, a touch below what he did the year before as the best receiving tight end in the league, but still Pro Bowl worthy with over 800 yards.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
And another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Jackson. And he's stealing pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Keanu Britton brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now 1st and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defense will allow one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Get this off in time. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. One last shot for Jackson. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 penalty?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy. No addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Steelers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.